today is my second official vlog on this motorcycle. The very first one that I did is when I picked the bike up from the dealership. I'll put a card up here so you guys can see that if you're interested. So yeah, recently I picked up this 2021 Harley Davidson Sportster S, and I am super excited about it. So far it is a spectacular motorcycle, just a nice little ripper to go from place to place for the most part. Lots of big plans for this bike, but we will start slow and we'll start with our very first ride today. So let's talk about it. Well, if you notice, first of all, I'm on a completely and totally different GoPro / vlogging setup. Typically I wear a Ruroc 2.0 and I've got the camera mounted on the front and that type of thing. So I'm trying something a little different. Got a little GoPro mount on the handlebar right here pointed at me, and then got something so you guys can get that first person point of view as I'm going. So hopefully this will work out. Also, I'm trying to record the audio from my helmet. So if you guys are seeing this video, it's because everything was a success. If not, I'll scrap it and you'll never know. So let's talk about this Harley Davidson Sportster S. All right. So one of the reasons that I bought this one is because I have always had my eye on this motorcycle. I mean, since it first came out and Harley released a couple of specs about it, you know, kind of those leaked pictures or whatever. And what I remember was Ryan Urlacher was the one who, his videos, you know, law-abiding biker, he was the one that I was watching. And if I remember right, I'll go back and try to find it, but it looked like that this motorcycle was like a light blue color, if I remember right, and he kept referring to it as the flat tracker. And I thought, man, that is just a super cool motorcycle, and I would love to get my hands on one of those. So I was eyeballing this motorcycle from the very, very start. And, you know, then, you know, life changed. COVID happened, like so many others, right? And that really changed everything because my employer sent all of us home. I work in IT, and just about all of us had to take it to the house. So with me riding into work 2 or 3 times a week, that kind of delayed and, you know, took away a bit of my riding from day to day, because I was home all the time, you know. So I was riding on the weekends or riding at lunch or something like that. Just a second. Let's pay attention to what we got going on here. We'll continue our conversation about the Harley Davidson Sportster S. Okay, so carrying on here, you know, I was looking for a second bike right around then, but I thought, you know, I probably shouldn't if I'm going to be working from home and not riding as much. Well, wouldn't you know it, just as luck would have it, they called some of us back in the office, and I was one of the lucky ones. And I'm not really complaining about it. You know, it's just a couple of days a week and that type of thing, but gives me an opportunity to ride my motorcycle more, and it gave me the opportunity to again explore the options of a round the town commuter type of bike. And I knew that I had to pull the trigger on this Sportster S, and I'm glad that I did. Especially, I know we're coming, you know, the weather's cooling down and that type of thing, but oh man, when it gets warm again, this bike is going to be spectacular. So why else would I purchase this motorcycle? Well, I thought the price point was pretty reasonable, to be honest with you, you know, right around 15 grand for the bike. For a brand new Harley Davidson, man, that's just not bad. It's really not bad at all. And I thought, you know, I can handle that. And so that's one of the reasons that I wanted to get this one, because I mean, if you compare a lot of the Harley Davidsons out there and what they cost, $15,000 for a brand new bike with all the bells and whistles and everything that this one has, it's just not a bad deal. Not a bad deal at all. And that was one of the reasons that I decided to get this motorcycle as well. All right, one of the other things that I mentioned in a previous video of mine, and that's this: isn't two bikes much better than just having one? Yes, I think so, for sure. And so that's one of the reasons, I wanted to join the two bike club. I got a buddy of mine who was recently a member of the two bike club and sold his. Now he's just got his Road Glide. But I wanted that experience as well. I wanted to be able to say, okay, yeah, I think this is worth it, or no, it's not, and that type of thing. And so that's one of the reasons that I decided to pick up an additional motorcycle. I don't think I'll ever be able to justify 3. I think that's where the missus is gonna, put her foot down. But you never know. You just never know. And that brings me to another reason that I really wanted the Sportster S, and that's because of the Revolution Max engine. I don't know if I have my numbers right here, but it's something like 121 horsepower on this little motorcycle. The torque number, I'm not sure, 80, 90 foot-pounds of torque, something like that. I'm probably way off. But anyway, this motorcycle will fly. And the new engine technology that's built into it, after I was able to ride the test ride the Pan America, man, I loved it. Now I know a lot of people don't really care for, excuse me, I know a lot of people don't really care for the new technology and that type of thing that's in this motorcycle. But man, oh man, I absolutely love it. And I'm all for what Harley is doing, and I hope they continue and keep up the good work and that type of thing. Well, I'll tell you what, everyone, I sure do appreciate you guys joining me for this video today. I have a lot more videos coming up on the Sportster S, especially as I ride it and get more experience with the motorcycle and find out my likes and dislikes and that type of thing. So I'll have some videos coming out about that. If you would, please like this video, comment, and subscribe. I think that would just be awesome. I hope you guys have an excellent day, and we'll talk to you again soon.